Welcome, fellow fans and collectors, to another unboxing. Today we have a surprise Saturday unboxing. We have Popeye Classics Bluto from Boss Fight Studios. I like Popeye for various reasons. Nostalgic, really. So here's Bluto. He's gonna go toe-to-toe with my Popeye figure in previous video. You might want to check that out if you are interested. Having a look at the box, pretty simple here. This is actually a comic representation of Bluto, Popeye Classics. You can see Bluto in the logo. There's a floor view, dot matrix behind there. Dot matrix being comic book, old newspaper, retro style way of printing. Popeye Classics, product shots in the back, little synopsis. Some cross sale down here. There's that wraparound photo. Top clear view. Got a little bit of damage. I don't care. I got this on sale for about $20, I think. From Big Bad, Boss Fight Studio logo, and some legal at the bottom. Just give you a little synopsis of Boss Fight. And there's a QR code to scan if you really want to. So let's get the cracking this open. If you are so inclined, please hit that like button and subscribe. I come back with videos as often as I get figures, or I try to. Getting a lot of figures lately, hard to keep up. But yeah, feel free to like this video if you enjoy this video. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any future unboxing videos. Keep in mind, I just show you what's in the box, so you know what you're getting ahead of time. So here in the back, we have our dot matrix background. Let's get that a little closer there. So we get a little bit of retro nostalgia feel there. Step right there. And it's pretty simple, clamshell, collector-friendly packaging. As you see, there's no tape required. That pops right off. He's heavy, so he's laying down. So he can pop right out. His hat falls right out. And let's have a look at the accessories there. Bluto, you can hang out there. He's a big guy, he's heavy. And now these are actually taped, so that's not as collector friendly. But I'm not going to argue too much about just having to cut a little bit of tape. The whole other story, we had to cut some plastic. Once more, I'm probably not cleaning the packaging. But those who do, just know that this is very collector friendly packaging. And then he just comes with some extra hands here. It's a pretty straightforward figure. Not a whole lot of accessories, nothing more than what you need. So we have some open hands here. Let's get a little more light here. There we go. There is a open hand. So we got a pair of open hands. Minimal detail, so it's a cartoony, comic booky. Closed fist, because he needs to be able to punch Popeye. I always think the connectors on the only other Boss Fight Studio figure I've had is Popeye, so the connectors on these look a little weird to me. And of course, his hat comes off, but that fits very snugly on there. So it's kind of neat how they did this. So it's a functional accessory as opposed to just making a whole new head. So hey, awesome. He's a chunky boy, of course, in comparison to Popeye. He is physically heavy. I think this is solid plastic. I don't see any like his torso I'm talking about, his this part here, his body. I don't see any well, there is a split there, so it is split in half, but it feels solid, like it's not hollow inside. If you follow, it's a heavy duty thing. Articulation wise, that joint seems a little loose for holding him up, and his feet, his shoes lift upward. Well, let me lower that a little bit. This shoe here, because that is a Popeye kind of thing, the illustration. But we can get some dynamic poses out of that. His head does rotate. Arm rotates up, down. We got an elbow swivel. Is that a bicep swivel? Nope, it looks like it should, but it doesn't. That's fine. We have a elbow rotation. The paint there, of course, the joint is painted for some reason. So a little bit extra paint did just come off. If we extend that joint, it's a huge round joint there. Even though there is excess paint there and it is peeling, it doesn't look like it's going to do the NECA thing and completely like wear off. I mean, maybe after excessive usage, it will. But right now, what I'm doing is moving this back and forth more often than I've ever moved a NECA joint. And the paint is still there. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, the hand does rotate. He's got a waist swivel, and it's actually like on a ball joint. You can see it through his pants there. Let's see if we can light some light down there. Yeah, you can see it barely through there. But there is a ball joint there. The gap in the leg bothers me. That's a little bit of bother. But when it sits and poses, it looks good. So ball joint there. So he's got a little bit of crunch and swivel. He can do the splits. Front kick, back flip out to the side. A lot of movement there in that joint. Now his knee joint is unpainted there. There's a little bit of overspray there, but does match up pretty closely to the color, the plastic used color of the paint. The color of the paint is a little bit duller, giving it that cartoony appearance. Interesting that cartoons need to be shiny on the screen, but when they translate to plastic, you want them duller and more, I don't know, saturated. The foot is on a ball joint, giving a good amount of movement. Oops. Did that break, or is that just how that is? I don't know. I do not know. I don't think that was supposed to come off. But it popped right back on, and it seems solid. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But that does twist. Turn. So he's got pretty good articulation. He's ready to grapple Popeye right there. It's good articulation. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to pop off. A little bit of glue will fix that. I'm not too concerned about that because of the price, and it doesn't hinder anything. What it is, it looks like it was already glued in there. If we see that, and it's just let loose. It looks like it was glued in by the paint, and it probably was let loose more along the lines by how I bought this. Once more, that might be just a minor QC error. Paint apps on this otherwise are great. The QC, the paint holding up. Oh, the swapping hand getting. Let's show that. That's just a simple pop out, pop in. I feel it's easier, and there's gonna be less breakdown. The plastic is hard, durable. Is that a paint? There's a little bit of fleck of paint on there. That's actually not a thing. It's a non-issue. Oh, can we make him do the pose in his artwork? Because if we can, this is an automatic 5. Or it's gonna be a 4 because that broke quality's going to lose a point. Where's the closed fist? There we go. You know, because of the few accessories. There we go. So, can he hunch over? Pull his fist. Nope. He cannot do that pose. So, the pose back here he can't physically do because his arms cannot cross that far. I figured as much. So yeah, that's not an automatic 5. Let's give him a quick rating. Price point. At the price point I picked him up at 20 bucks, I think. It was under 20 bucks. Great deal. That's a 5. Quality. I'm losing my 4 key components here. Character model. He is on character model. This looks good. This is a good looking figure. Character model and appearance, everything looks good. Paint apps look good. Those joints being the same color as the plastic. I know that head keeps popping off, but that's acceptable. That's a 5. So far 5. Posability. Great. Good posability. He's gonna lose a few points because he cannot cross his arms. And we'll knock a point for that foot. So as far as this figure goes, if you are a fan of Popeye and Bluto, Brutus, he's gonna get a 5, and a 4 for a combination of there's a little bit of quality issue there. So we'll just round that down. So it'll be 14. Say 4.5. I always give high scores. I don't mean to, but I've been getting a lot of good figures lately. It's hard not to. So, if you like him, buy him. Hands down. Get him. If you like Popeye, and you need a Popeye toy. And you need a Bluto Popeye toy. And I'm just rambling at this point. At this point, thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Once more, come back for videos as often as I buy them. But thank you, and have a wonderful day.